Good morning, world. Eat my shorts.
There'll be no shorts eaten today, young man.
Lisa filed for a restraining order, meaning Bart has to stay 20 feet away from her from now on, but that's not going to stop him from beating her up.
So, you see what happens when you don't obey your restraining order?
Yes, Chief Wiggum.
Snake learned the consequences of kidnapping the president. Lou learned the consequences of giving Wiggum cold coffee, and the staff even handed Homer a warrant while they were at it.
Ah, damn it!
Bart asked how he was supposed to know exactly how far 20 feet is, and Homer told him he didn't actually have to count it out because he had a more humane solution. With that, he made a 20-foot pole so Lisa could just poke Bart with it.
Hey, this really works. Homer, why did you put the screwdriver at the end?
Show you what it's like in the real world.
Because of Lisa's restraining order against Bart, there was nowhere left for him to go at school. The principal wouldn't allow him in the building, so Bart, claiming he had always been a law-abiding citizen, said his goodbyes. The principal then mentioned a place beyond the reach of the law and God's judgment. Bart had a bad feeling about it, and sure enough, it was Willie's shack, complete with manure dripping from the roof. Willie told him to turn to chapter 1 of the textbook, even though Bart had already made it to chapter 7.
You'll be teaching Willie.
While Lisa was laughing and talking with her friends, Bart had to eat pizza in the rain, watching the toppings get washed right down the storm drain. On his way home, he had to sit in a shopping cart towed by the school bus. When he was trying to read at the library, Lisa maliciously pranked him, making him the laughingstock of his classmates. Dr. Hibbert noted that Bart had sustained extensive, long-term nerve damage in his arm, and that the only cure was an anti-poking potion.
Mr. Bean. Bang! Missed it again. Sorry, I'm distracted. My housekeeper is suing me for sexual harassment. She hung the mistletoe. What was I supposed to do?
Lisa loved eating with Homer like this, especially without Bart around, and she got up to refill her drink. The manager wanted to promote Homer to reception manager, and Homer wanted to know what was in it for him.
You get to work overtime without us paying you extra.
I won't do it.
If you don't, we'll ship you right back to Mexico.
But I'm a U.S. citizen.
Uh-huh. How sure of that are you?
Dios mío!
Bart couldn't stand the fact that every time he tried to rest, Lisa would poke him and even knock over his unfinished milk. Marge felt sorry for him and begged the judge to lift the restraining order because it was tearing their home apart. When the judge asked Bart if he had anything to say, Bart said Lisa had absolutely no sense of humor, adding that the judge probably understood since that was the exact reason she became a judge instead of getting married.
I have a husband. What is he, blind and deaf?
Which promptly got his restraining order increased to 200 feet.
That's 61 meters.
Oh, sacre bleu!
The red tent was the only spot that was 200 feet away from Lisa, but still within the property lines of the house.
Ooh, it's pretty scary out here, Dad. Dad?
Bart figured his family would miss him, but the four of them inside were jamming out to music and completely spacing out. Waking up the next morning, Bart actually felt pretty good. Marge mentioned they were heading over to Janie's house today and told Bart he could go inside to use the bathroom. Halfway there, Bart suddenly realized the whole world was his toilet. As the manager locked the doors with his keys at closing time, Homer asked what he was doing since there were still employees inside. The manager told them to use the time to finish their assigned tasks. Homer stated that he never works overtime, so the manager swallowed the bathroom key. Homer yelled that he was an animal. The manager had also placed obedience chips on the back of everyone's necks, and he cranked up the intensity on Homer. After a brief struggle, Homer ripped the chip off. He urged the others to take theirs off too and call the police, but they revealed that their chips had actually been removed years ago. They had just accepted the unchangeable reality of their situation. Instead, they planned to steal everything that wasn't nailed down and hoped Homer wouldn't look down on them for it.
I'll be back for tall kitchen bags!
After that, Bart had no choice but to play with stray dogs, forage through trash piles for food, fight wild dogs for territory to store meals, and huddle together with them for warmth. Marge felt Bart had suffered enough, and Lisa didn't want things to be this way either, but every time she thought about forgiving him, she remembered all the awful things he had done. Marge countered that he had done good things too, though Lisa noted those were actually bad things in Bart's eyes. That day, she observed Bart and discovered a straw dummy he had made of her, realizing that Bart actually missed her. She approached him with the pole and Bart begged her not to poke him, but Lisa snapped the pole in half with all her might.
I've realized how much I missed you, and I can see from this magnificent Lisa statue that you felt the same way. Yeah. When you're right, you're right. Let's eat.
Yo, Bart, we're ready to torch the Wicker Witch of the West. Jimbo, the real one's here.
It turned out Bart was actually about to burn the dummy. He lied, saying the flames represented her musical talent. Lisa admitted she missed his lies and confessed that she might be kind of a jerk too. Her words truly touched Bart's heart, and he apologized to her. Lisa then personally burned the straw dummy with a torch and threw the 20-foot pole into the fire as well.